They say that crime doesn't pay, but have you ever heard of the crime family? If not, then get ready for this amazing story, because it is time to meet one of the wealthiest criminal families in history. They earned their fortune by trafficking drugs and weapons, and were also involved in money laundering and other criminal activities. But how did they manage to stay hidden for so long, and why were they feared more than any other mob? You are about to find out. Welcome to my channel. And today, let us find out what you need to know about the most powerful crime family that ruled the underground. Before we start, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss any news stories. The Mafia, also known as the Cosa Nostra, has been a prominent feature in organized crime since its emergence in the early 20th century. Although the Italian-American Mafia is the most well-known, there are numerous other crime organizations that operate under the same name. The Mafia has historically been associated with violent criminal activities such as murder, extortion, and drug trafficking. Members of the Mafia are frequently characterized by their use of secret hand signals and codes of silence, which contribute to the mystique surrounding the organization. But compared to the vast wealth and influence of the Genovese crime family, all these pale in significance. This family had a huge impact on the entire East Coast, and it took decades for law enforcement to finally bring them to justice. And while some of the family's key members are now behind bars, their reach and influence continue to be felt today. As we delve into the story of the Genovese crime family, we will explore the origins and evolution of this powerful organization, the tactics and strategies used by law enforcement to bring it down, and the lasting legacy of this infamous family. As with any other crime family, the Genovese crime family had their own set of rules. Breaking any of them meant leaving the family without your life. Rule No. 1. Never go against the family. This rule was paramount in maintaining the secrecy and integrity of the organization. Members of the Genovese crime family were expected to put the needs of the family above their own personal interests, and to keep family secrets even at the risk of their own safety. Rule No. 2. Never rat on your fellow mobsters. This rule was essential to maintaining the code of silence that allowed the Genovese crime family to operate effectively. Members were forbidden from cooperating with law enforcement, even if they themselves were arrested or charged with a crime. Rule No. 3. Never accept money from outsiders. This rule was intended to prevent the Genovese crime family from becoming indebted to non-members. By accepting money from outsiders, members risked compromising the family's interests and could become targets of extortion. Rule No. 4. Never associate with law enforcement. This rule was crucial to preventing the Genovese crime family from being infiltrated by police informants. Members were prohibited from forming any relationship with law enforcement officers, even in an official capacity. Rule No. 5. Never testify against fellow mobsters in court. This rule was designed to prevent the Genovese crime family's secrets from being revealed in court. Members were required to invoke the Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination if they were called to testify against fellow mobsters. Rule No. 6. Never divulge sensitive information. This rule was essential to maintaining the secrecy of the Genovese crime family's operations. Members were prohibited from disclosing information about the family's activities to anyone outside the organization. Rule No. 7. Never engage in violence outside of family matters. This rule was intended to prevent the Genovese crime family from drawing unwanted attention from law enforcement. Members were only permitted to engage in violence when necessary to protect the family's interests. Rule No. 8. Never deal with law enforcement. This rule was designed to prevent the Genovese crime family from being coerced into providing information about other mobsters. Members were prohibited from cooperating with law enforcement in any way, even if they themselves were arrested. Rule No. 9. Never accept gifts from criminals. This rule was intended to prevent the Genovese crime family from becoming indebted to criminals outside the organization. By accepting gifts from criminals, members risked compromising the family's interests and could become targets of extortion. Rule number 10. Never break the chain of command. This rule was essential to maintaining order and discipline within the Genovese crime family. Members were required to follow the orders of their superiors and not question their authority. Breaking this rule could result in severe punishment, including expulsion from the family or even death. These rules were essential to the survival and longevity of the Genovese crime family. They ensured that members remained loyal to the organization and prevented the family's secrets from being exposed. The consequences for breaking these rules were severe and served as a reminder to all members of the importance of maintaining secrecy and loyalty. Now let's find out more about the family itself. The Genovese crime family, formerly known as the Bonanno crime family, is one of the 5 major crime families that dominate the Mafia in the United States. It is one of the most powerful and influential crime families in the country and has been involved in a wide range of criminal activities,
including gambling, extortion, loan sharking, and drug trafficking.
The Genovese crime family was founded in the early 20th century by Italian immigrants who formed a criminal organization in New York City.
The family quickly grew in power and influence, becoming one of the most feared and respected crime families in the country. The family's criminal activities include a wide range of offenses, including murder, arson, and racketeering. They have been involved in some of the most notorious crimes in American history, including the assassination of a federal witness and the bombing of a New York City landmark. Despite their notoriety, the Genovese crime family remains shrouded in secrecy. Their members are known to be tight-lipped and evasive, making it difficult for law enforcement to gather intelligence on their activities. This has made it challenging to prosecute the family's members, allowing them to continue their criminal activities for many years. However, law enforcement has made significant progress in recent years, breaking up many of the family's criminal enterprises and arresting several of their top members. Despite these efforts, the Genovese crime family remains a powerful force in the criminal underworld, and their activities continue to be a source of concern for law enforcement officials. The rise and fall of one of the most influential crime bosses, Vito Genovese, is a fascinating tale. Born in Italy in 1897, Genovese immigrated to the United States at a young age and soon became involved in organized crime. He rose through the ranks of the Mafia, eventually becoming the boss of the Bonanno crime family, one of the 5 major crime families in the United States. Under his leadership, the family grew in power and influence, becoming involved in a wide range of criminal activities, including drug trafficking and extortion. However, Genovese's reign of power came to an end when he was arrested in 1957 on drug charges. He was convicted and sentenced to 15 years in prison, where he remained until his release in 1971. Despite his incarceration, Genovese continued to run his criminal empire from prison, using a network of associates to carry out his will. However, his health began to deteriorate, and he died in 1969 at the age of 72. His legacy, however, lived on with the crime family, continuing to operate under his name, the Genovese crime family. To this day, the Genovese crime family remains one of the most powerful and feared crime families in the United States. Their involvement in a wide range of criminal activities, including drug trafficking, extortion, and money laundering, has made them a major target for law enforcement. Despite the efforts of authorities to bring them down, the family continues to thrive, demonstrating the enduring nature of organized crime in the United States. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave us a big thumbs up and subscribe for more incredible stories. We've got plenty more where that came from, so make sure you don't miss out on any of our future content. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.